So when you put together a Zoom about Rioja, you hope to gather the very best in the business. And I'm very pleased to introduce you all to Mr. Juan Muga of Muga Winery in Rioja. Today, we're going to be tasting the Rosado Rosé 2021, just arrived. And Juan, this is a beautiful rosé. Thank you for letting us taste it with you. I know you're in Haro, and there's other great brands where this is really a showcase of Rioja, and most of the brands themselves have their winemaking in Haro. It's a perfect port.
So we are located in High Rioja, in Haro. Haro is the most important village in terms of wineries. The most famous wineries in el barrio de la Estación, where we are located, the Roda, Tondonia, Rioja Alta, Gómez Cruzado, Bilbainas, Cune, and ourselves, Muga. In the late 1800s, people from Rioja, they used to make wine, but without aging wines. So the French people, they bring their know-how, the know-how of making wine. That's why to thanks very much the Bordeaux people, because now we have our own identity, but they bring the French people bring the know-how of winemaking. Been involved in wine business since 1932. Was our grandfather Isaac, and who start making wine. And the rosé at that time was very important. Where we had most of our garnachas location, because Muga we have 450 hectares in total, but they are located in different areas. So the further Muga rosé is 100% garnachas, all garnachas, 50 years old garnachas, but the regular Muga rosé is made like 60-65% of garnachas and 30-35% to have the nice acidity and citric taste and freshness. Still, we keep the way my grandfather did make the rosé, a very light color, very fruity, very fresh, and we are is one of our babies from the wineries, because it helps a lot. Also, the rest of the wines, white, rosé, white, red. So it's a very important wine for us.
Nice shot. This is the family.
Right. Well, so we are 100% family business. It's 45% of our business, but the export market is more important, and we are in 82 different countries nowadays. So
Wow.
we are still 100% family business, and it's also we try to keep our own identity, having everything in oak. We are not using for the red wines. We are not using any stainless steel, and we have our own coopery. We buy the oak in France and East Europe countries. We're still racking by gravity during the aging of the wine in oak. We find the wines, the red wines are on filter just fine with egg whites. So it's a trip the way following the new rules of the market. We try to keep the identity of our grandfather.
Muga has how many acres of vineyards, Juan?
Actually, we have all over Rioja, because we have also some for the red wine. We have in Rioja Oriental, in South Rioja, we have some Grenache for the red wine. And so from South Rioja to North Rioja to Haro, we have 450 hectares.
Wow.
I don't know exactly in acres how many acres are, but
That's like almost 1,000 acres. Yeah, that's beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
So the wine that we're tasting today is mostly Garnacha and Vieira. Yeah.
Right. Is the Viura is to give to the wine some freshness and nice acidity, citric acidity, and for the fruit, the fresh fruit, we are using the Grenache, but the Grenache is 60-65% Grenache, and then the rest is Viura.
Is the wine stainless steel or
our rosé? We try to make something. This wine we have our in the Najarilla area. We have a winery. Muga have a second winery just for the white and rosé, and is we are using stainless steel. Yeah, because this winery is close to the nice Grenache. We don't want the grapes traveling. We want to be there, so that's why at the Grenache area we have our own winery to process our rosé and white.
Well, we're going to taste the rosé now with our team, and we thank you for joining us today to tell us about Muga. Showcase is going to be dynamic, and I think everyone's going to love this rosado from Muga. So thank you, Juan, for joining us today and getting us started.
Yeah, and thanks you so much to Merchant of Wine for the support. Thank you so much again.